Good morning, it's Reviewy McReviewface coming back at you, and today we're talking about how to keep your coffee super hot. Hey, so today we're talking about this mug that I got on Amazon. It is the Zojirushi. I can't pronounce that. Zojirushi mug. This is a thermos-style mug, and it is incredible. I have been able to keep coffee hot in this thing longer than I thought was ever possible without some sort of USB plug-in. And today, I'm going to demo for you just how long this thing can keep water hot. Alright, so today we're going to do a competition between 3 different ways of keeping your coffee hot. First of all, we've got the champion here, the Zojirushi mug, which is my favorite. This is a link below for the Amazon link for that. Then we've got what used to be my old favorite mug. And this did a decent job of keeping my coffee hot. But it's a plastic interior, which kind of got a little smelly. And then, of course, my favorite mug that my wife got me, which on weekends is my favorite way to drink coffee, but doesn't keep it quite as hot. Alright, so how are we going to measure the temperature? Boom. This guy right here, this is the infrared thermometer from Hold Peak. So what we're going to do is just do the old laser shot inside, get the temperature. So here's our control. We're starting off.
Alright, so we're just going to pour that boiling water into each of our 3 containers. And then we'll do a quick temperature check. It's starting off here 8:24 a.m. Pull out our infrared thermometer, and we'll check our first mug, and you see that's at 72.5. I think the ceramic leached away a bit of the heat. The old mug is 75.7, and the new mug 74.7. So we'll lid those up and let them sit, and we'll come back in a little while. So it's been about an hour. We're going to check and see how we're doing. On the first mug, of course, it's open, it's ceramic, it's down to 29.4, lost 43 degrees Celsius. It's down to lukewarm. With the old mug, we'll pop the lid off there and check the temperature. Again, this one is a little better than nothing, but 41.4, it's lost 34 degrees over the hour. So it's still warm, but it's not hot. But our new mug, once we've measured it 1 hour later, it has gone down 0.1 degree. 12:06, 3.5 hours later, let's check again. Our ceramic mug, down to 18.3. The old plastic mug, down to 28.6. The new mug has only dropped 12 degrees. 1:44, 5 hours later, let's check them again. We're down to basically room temperature here, 17.7. With the old mug, we're down to 23.8. The new mug still 60.9. 5:50, 9 hours later. We're not even bothering with the other two. They're at room temperature. But the new mug, we'll give it the laser. We'll see what it's going to come up as. 57.3. That's after 9 hours. And you can see, still steamy. Now, 7-Eleven, it's 11 hours later. Again, just checking the one mug. It's the only one that's retaining heat at this point. Little laser on the inside. 55.2 degrees. Down 19 over 11 hours. 1:27 a.m. I probably should be asleep by now, but I thought, let's just give one quick check and see how the temperature holds up after 17 hours. By this point, you should have drank a cup of coffee, but it's still at 43.4 degrees. The next morning, 25 hours later, give it a check, and wouldn't you know it, it's still warm, 39.4 degrees. That's pretty good. After 25 hours, it still retains some heat.
And so you have it. The Zojirushi is a superior mug. There's absolutely no other way to put it. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, that's great. It keeps liquid hot. This is not a mind-blowing thing. But I've found it actually does have a really nice side effect for me in that I drink a lot of coffee. I love my coffee. In the morning, in the afternoon, I can drink coffee anytime. What I found is with a regular mug, what I'll do is I'll have a cup of coffee, and as it starts to get cold, I'll chug it back because I'm like, oh, well, you know, don't want it to actually get cold. So when it gets to that lukewarm, pound it back as quick as I can. And that meant that I was probably drinking 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day. So not terrible, but maybe more than I wanted to. With this mug now, though, because it stays hot, every sip is like a fresh cup of coffee, and I find I actually only ever need about one, and some days, you need more coffee, I'll have a second, but most days, 1 cup of coffee in this particular thermal mug keeps me satisfied. So drinking less coffee, keeping it hotter, having a better coffee experience. That's why I think this thing is around $40, definitely worth it for me. But hey, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you my review. I'm Reviewy McReviewface, and after I have my morning coffee, I'll see you again next review.